What up, book lovers? Oh my gosh, so much hair. It is G-Swizzel here, and I am here with a book haul. This is the part where I say here's the thing. So I'm waiting for a package that I ordered on the 1st of January. It is the 19th of January. I didn't realize how long it was going to take. One of my packages have arrived, but it was just like one book, and I was expecting all my books to be here right by now. I received it last Monday. Now it is the Tuesday after that, so yeah. But, you know, I thought, like, I was waiting to do this book haul for such a long time. I realized maybe I may as well just start it right now, so that maybe when I do get my books, I will like do an unboxing video for you then. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do a little haul right now. So, first two I have here, they're meant to be 3, but I can't find my other one. Maybe I'll find it later, I don't know. It is Romeo and Juliet and Julius Caesar by Shakespeare. I also got the one that I cannot find right now is The Taming of the Shrew by Shakespeare, which is the one I read this month and I thoroughly enjoyed. But yeah, I got a bunch of Shakespeare plays the beginning of this year because I really just want to read Shakespeare again. Hi. Mom comes in with food, as I was saying. But yeah, I remember when I just finished high school and I read a bunch of Shakespeare plays, and I was like, man, I want to keep reading more Shakespeare plays. And then all of a sudden I stopped, and I was like, you know, I gotta get on them again. So I bought a bunch, and yeah, hopefully I shall be able to read them soon. Next book I have here to show you was the book that got sent to me, but I didn't receive the rest of the package. For some reason, this book dispatched earlier and separately than my other books. Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken. Now this is the spoiler for my next unboxing, because this is the middle book in the series. I ordered the full series, except I didn't order the novella collection because they didn't have the paperback. It's the second book in the Darkest Mind series, and I'm trying not to look at the synopsis. I'm so tempted to look at the synopsis because I don't have the Darkest Minds, and I want to read the Darkest Minds, but I don't have it yet, and this is just so tempting, but I just can't. Next book I have here to show you, I have this book, okay? But I wanted a matching edition to match my series, and that is The Giver. I love The Giver. This book matches the series Quartet that I have. I originally had another edition of The Giver that was like black. It just didn't match the series whatsoever, and I bought this for like $4 at the store in the central of Sydney. I was like, I have to buy this. I have to. Like, I know I have 2 of the same book, but like, I'm gonna keep one for nostalgia reasons and one to match the Giver Quartet series, so that it will remind me that, hey, I need to get on this series. I need to read the Giver Quartet, and then I maybe will. I bought like the next 3 books in this haul from the same store. I bought a classic, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson. Now I hear nothing but great things about this small little book. It's like, I think it's one of the first ever psychological thrillers. I think it's a psychological thriller. Apparently it's very haunting and very scary, so, but it's a classic, so hopefully it's not that scary. The next book I have here was a sequel to a book that I bought before, and that's Pivot Point right there. That's Split Second. So it's a duology. So I'm like, I may as well just complete the duology because it's a duology. At least wanted to try a duology once, and so I could get through a readathon, like where it says, you know, like, oh, finish a series within a week. I'm like, yeah, sure. Then just like pulls out a duology and finishes it. The next book I have here, which is the last book I bought from that bookstore, is The School for Good and Evil, the 3rd book. Now, yeah, I just decided to like collect these books, and if it was like, it was $4, of course I was gonna buy it. I have the first 2 books that I bought at a secondhand bookstore, and I'm like, I may as well. And the pages are so, look, It's floppy. I'm really excited to read that series. I hear nothing but great things about it. Apparently it's about two girls. One is a princess and one who is a witch, and they get sent to the opposite schools or something like that. The last thing I have to show for you in this little segment is my new collection of Vampire Academy books. Well, not necessarily this book, because I bought this book ages ago. But the rest of the series I bought, and I've only read the first one, but I love all these covers. Look, not really all the covers, but I love all the spines together. I just love it. I prefer the new editions because I love color scheme in my books. Color scheme is the best. And yeah, if there's like a color scheme that's like almost the same, then I don't like them that much. But yeah, I just finished the first book, Vampire Academy, and I'm planning to marathon the series. Frostbite will be the next one that I read. Still waiting on the other books, but for now, that is my book haul. It's G-Swizzel from the future, and I have this package. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna show my address because I know that there are some stalkers out there. And yeah, I'll tell you about this package as I'm going. I cannot believe I chose blunt scissors, but I did because that was the first thing that was around. I work at a bookstore, so I should know how to unbox things, but turns out these scissors are very blunt, but I wanted to film this as soon as I could because I'm leaving this place very soon, so yeah. I should probably cut the sides first. That's what I usually do as a bookstore person. Yeah, I shouldn't have chosen blunt scissors. This is like a nightmare. Yes, I finally got it. Oh, what do we have here? We have plenty of this bubble wrap. Oh, is that a bookmark? Yes, I got a bookmark! So, I ordered Shatter Me and Unravel Me. If you don't know what the series is about, pretty much it is about, so this is book 1 and 2 in the Shatter Me series, aka the Julia Chronicles, I think. It's about a girl who has a dangerous touch. It's pretty much like Rogue from X-Men, but in YA novel form and in a dystopian society. It's really cool. I've wanted to read the series for such a long time, so I can't wait to read it. And look how beautiful these covers are. Oh my goodness. And yes, I finally have The Darkest Minds and In the Afterlight by Alexandra Bracken. If you were watching earlier, I got Never Fade, which was the second book in the series. I'm so glad I have this. Pretty much, it's similar among the lines of Shatter Me, except I don't think it's just one girl who has superpowers. It's like a whole bunch of kids who have superpowers. And it's another X-Men film. And as you can tell, I really love X-Men. It's actually my favorite Marvel franchise. So I'm excited to read this, and I also love dystopian, so when you put them two together, they're just voila, they're amazing. I have Ignite Me as well, which was at the bottom of the package by Tahara Mafi, which is the third book in the Shatter Me series. I'm so amazed at how floppy these are. Oh my goodness, they're amazing. I have 2 box sets. The first one being the Kane Chronicles by Rick Riordan. How beautiful is this picture on the box set? Now just take a look at that. Now I also ordered these because I did not like the UK editions of the Kane Chronicles. Now if you see like all of like my Rick Riordan collection, I pretty much have every single UK edition. Like I've got the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, and I have the Heroes of Olympus and my Magnus Chase book in the UK edition, but I've been putting off buying the Kane Chronicles simply because, like, not only because I'm just like meh about the series, like I still want to read these, like I want to get through these before I read Heroes of Olympus, but I needed the motivation to do it, and I didn't have the motivation to buy it. buy them. And so I bought the box set, and they don't sell a box set in Australia, so yeah, it includes the Red Pyramid, the Throne of Fire, and the Serpent's Shadow. If you don't know what these are about, I follow two siblings who I think they're demigods. Yeah, obviously he writes about demigods all the time. They're demigods of Egyptian gods, which is crazy. So this is like Percy Jackson, but it's in Egyptian. Yeah, it's so good. Last box set that I have here, and it's hardcover box set of books that I've wanted to read for so long, and it is the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series, and I have all three books: Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, Hollow City, and Library of Souls. And I've heard that there are pictures in this. I'm gonna go check that for myself. Oh, what is this? There are photographs! Oh my gosh, I'm gonna stick this everywhere on my wall. And oh, how beautiful they are! And look at the colors underneath. Oh my goodness, and they have photos. These are the books I have received, I bought from the book depository, and that concludes my book haul. So yeah, comment down below if you liked what you saw, and if any of these books, if any of them I should get to first, anything like that after I read Harry Potter and Vampire Academy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and I'll chat to you later. I love you, book lovers. Peace!